Welcome back. Now, if you fancy having some Mexican to spice up your Saturday, Lily Ramirez-Foran from Picado Mexican is here with just the thing. I got it right that time. Picado.
Perfect, Picado.
Gracias. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very good.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
You're filling the studio with lovely smells. What have we got?
No, so I kind of got ahead because I chopped this onion yesterday, and we have one that we made earlier. And it took ages to cook. It was one really strong onion. Okay, so I have a couple of teaspoons of olive oil, some onion and a little bit of garlic. And if you were cooking Mexican food, almost everything starts with a sofrito, and this would be a sofrito. Sofrito. Onion, garlic, and a little bit of chili.
By the way, I have pan envy. I love the little pan. The thing you're cooking in.
Oh, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you. It's actually very nice.
I love it.
Yeah, I can't say where I bought it.
No, you can't.
It's an ad.
You can't. It is gorgeous.
But
anyway,
it's actually very handy.
You make your sofrito.
I'm making a sofrito, and when the onions start to look translucent and all that beautiful smell of garlic and fried onion, there's nothing better than fried onion. I'm adding about 150 grams of mushrooms. Whatever type of mushroom you get handy. Anything that's fresh. I have a couple of different types here, and just thinly sliced. And this is actually a very tasty vegetarian dish and very traditional in Mexico. We have at parties, if you hire a catering service, this is definitely on the menu.
Number one.
There'll be riots if this isn't on the menu. If you have like a taquiza and Poblano rajas aren't in it. And the main ingredient of this dish is Poblano peppers. And Poblano peppers are like bell peppers. They're the top model version of the bell pepper. They're tall and beautiful and really skinny, bright green, very attractive chili.
It's the supermodels of chilies.
It's the supermodel version of a bell pepper. Now, bell peppers are a bit like me, a bit small and chunky and...
beautifully formed, though, and full of flavour.
Very tasty, right? But quite meaty.
And listen, are these going to be hot now, are they?
These are medium heat, right? So you get them on a tin. Actually, there's a few growers in Ireland that are that are starting to grow them, and we're just on halfway through the season, which sadly in Ireland is very short. They're medium heat. They tend to be a bit like bell peppers, meaty and not very spicy. You'll find one or two.
What are they called again?
Poblano peppers.
Poblano.
So we kind of all year round we use them on a tin.
Okay, fantastic.
So you just get them
drain
sliced.
them and then in you go.
Yeah, and you put them in, and.
So they come whole in the tin. You chop them up then?
Yeah,
okay.
Thinly. You can buy them already in strips as well, right? Okay. So you have your onion and garlic, your mushrooms, your poblano peppers, and then we're going to add a bit of seasoning with herbs. So I have Mexican oregano and ground cumin. Right?
Mexican oregano.
And Mexican oregano is a different species of plant to the Mediterranean oregano that we use in Ireland. Mexican oregano is a cousin of the thyme.
Really?
While Mediterranean oregano is a cousin of the mint. So the flavor profile is quite different. So don't be wasting your Mexican oregano on pizza or pasta. It's not meant for that. So if you buy it, keep it for Mexican food because it does make a difference. It's very aromatic and it's really, really tasty.
Is it easy to get?
Well, you can get it with us, but loads of places. You can buy it online as well. But we sell it.
You do it, okay.
Oh, gosh, look.
Man overboard. That's quite all right.
So I'm having a little bit of corn in these as well. So I'm using about 300 grams of just sweet frozen corn. It's fine. I like to use frozen corn in this recipe because it kind of keeps the texture and the shape. So after these, you just have to season with salt and pepper.
Now, if you didn't want to get down the vegetarian route, you wanted to put in a bit of chicken or whatever, at what point would you cook that? Would you cook it off separately?
I would do the chicken with the onion and the garlic first.
Okay.
And now then, this is the Irish twist to our recipe. So, although in Mexico we do use it as well. So we're going to add double cream. Always double cream, never single, because if you do single and you boil it, it'll split. So there is nothing better than Irish dairy. So we're using 2 different types of Irish dairy. And what's going to happen here is we're going to let these cook for about 5 minutes so that the cream infuses with all the lovely flavours of the corn and the peppers. And then just before you're going to serve it, you're going to add some shredded cheddar cheese. Strong cheddar cheese, something like Mustville Organic.
And as you say, we have
beautiful.
got cracking dairy produce and
oh my God,
cheese and the
it's
and the
just the
creams.
best.
Yeah.
I get loads of calls in the shop about... I'm going to take the one I made earlier.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. About Mexican dairy, and I'm like, why are you looking for Mexican dairy? Irish dairy is the best. Way
and it
better.
is. Do you know what? The popularity of Mexican dishes and Mexican cooking, Lily. I mean, do you still find that it's getting even bigger?
It's getting bigger,
I find
yeah.
even my eldest is 15.
Yeah.
And fascinated with, he follows all these chefs on TikTok and Instagram,
Yeah.
and is fascinated with the Mexican cuisine and wants to try tacos and quesadillas.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Isn't it good?
Yeah, I've been at it for, gosh, 15, 16 years at this point, and it's lovely to see that happening. So I'm gonna make you a quick taco, right? This is one that we made earlier.
So you have the cheese in there and it's melted away?
The cheese melts away and it thickens the sauce. So I heated a corn tortilla, and that is a nice little taco for you.
It's a little sampler.
Yeah, just a little sampler. It's not a sausage roll, but
listen, I'll take anything
really
at this stage. Yeah.
Really hot.
I'm up since 5 o'clock. I'd eat anything. Now it's just going to burn the mouth off me.
Not in spicy, but it might be heat-wise, as in it's quite temperature hot.
I'll risk it on behalf of the country, because the country is watching and they're saying, what's the taste like, Si? But we're going to find out because it is hot. Let me have a taste.
And I'm going to add the cheese on this one here. It's very decadent and it's so easy to make as well. I always think... I always think if you have a vegetarian friend and you don't want to kind of, you don't want to feel like...
They are packed full of flavour.
Yeah, and it's all veggies, and it's a great way to get kids to eat different...
I was just going to say, and it's also that thing that chefs like yourself are always talking about. You've got different textures in there as well. Yes, there's a lovely thick sauce, but there's the crunch of the sweet corn as well.
Yes.
And the mushrooms, and the onions are cooked down beautifully.
Good.
That's really, really tasty.
Perfect.
I don't eat about 9 of them now. Thank you, Lily.
Not
pleasure
at all.
as always. Great recipe. And those recipe details are up on our website, or you can check out picadomexican.com for more from Lily.